So you referenced the National Security Commission on AI, and that is a underappreciated document. Ely was the head of that. Of course, that was sponsored and I think catalyzed by Eric Schmidt himself and a number of other people. And that document was hundreds and hundreds of pages. But if you just read the first, say, 10 pages or whatever, the executive summary, and I don't remember exactly when that came out, right? It was a good 4 or 5 years ago. That became the basis on which I think a lot of our conversations today and legislation and the actions that are being taken, even President Trump's EO on AI, a lot of that you can look back and trace it back to the content in that original document. So that was a really, really seminal piece of work, frankly. And it also opened the country's eyes to frankly, the risks of not doing this well, right? It's not just, hey, we need to do AI because it's beneficial, it's a good thing. But if we don't, then in this broader context of strategic competition, right? And not just with China, but just with countries in general, and just and you look at the title of our little session, right? The new calculus for competition. What leads to competitive anything? Whether it's a country, whether it's a student competing for getting into a school. I mean, the nature of competition is changing because we have this ability to simulate and scale human-like cognition. That changes everything, right? And that document was one of the first documents that very definitively said, if you don't do this well, it puts our country at risk. I mean, really, no one had said that clearly. So that was the beginning. So where we are today, right? And I think Trump, the first administration, the Biden administration, now, the new Trump administration have continued the momentum, thankfully, of leadership, and Michael Kratzios coming back, and Lynn Parker, and all these great people coming back into the government. We have to lead. Right. We just have to, right? And we have to do it in not just computing. We have to computing, but we have to lead in energy production. We have to the responsible deployment of AI, being mindful of the risks. I mean, you just have to every possible way.